If you're trying to find the right smart bidet for aging parents, or, honestly, for yourself, I've done the research so you don't have to. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which one delivers real comfort, genuine independence, and the best value for your money. Bathroom independence is something most of us don't think about until it suddenly matters. For an elderly parent or a loved one with limited mobility, the right bidet seat isn't a luxury. It's the difference between managing on their own and needing help with something deeply private. Get this wrong, and you've got a confusing remote, a cold seat, or worse, a fall risk. Get it right, and you've given someone their dignity back. Today, we're ranking the best smart bidets for elderly users in 2026. Comfort, safety features, ease of use, and honest value. Let's get into it. If you want every comfort feature in one seat and you're not interested in compromising, this is your pick. The Alpha Bidet JX2 comes in at $389. And yes, that's a real number. But let's talk about what you're actually getting. First, the warm water is tankless and on demand, which means it never runs cold mid-use. That matters enormously for elderly users who are sensitive to sudden temperature shifts. The stainless steel nozzle is self-cleaning. The operation is whisper quiet. And there's a wireless remote with shortcut buttons, so nobody has to squint at a complicated panel. There's even a white LED nightlight with an ambient sensor, so it activates automatically in the dark. No fumbling for switches at 2 a.m. The lid is sittable, which is a small thing until it isn't. Alpha backs all of this with a 3-year warranty, which tells you something about how they stand behind the build. The learning curve is real. There are more settings here than most people will ever use. But if your priority is long-term comfort and you want a seat that handles everything without shortcuts, this is the one for you. Next on our list is for the buyer who wants zero question marks. If you're the type who researches a brand before you commit, and frankly, that's smart, the Toto Washlet C5 is sitting at $348, and it carries something most competitors simply can't match: 60 million users worldwide who already trust it. That number is not marketing fluff. That is decades of Toto engineering showing up in bathrooms across the globe. So what do you actually get for the money? The C5 hits every practical need. Adjustable warm water, pulsating and oscillating spray modes, a heated soft close seat, a warm air dryer, and a built-in air deodorizer. But the two features that quietly separate Toto from the crowd are Pre-Mist and E-Water Plus. Pre-Mist coats the bowl with water before each use so waste doesn't stick, keeping the bowl cleaner between scrubs. E-Water Plus automatically sanitizes the wand inside and out after every use. That is clinical-level hygiene baked into the daily routine. It also stores 2 user memory settings, so every person in your household gets their preferred setup at the push of a button. At a 4.4 out of 5 across over 4,000 reviews, the reliability speaks for itself. This is the one for you if brand trust and long-term dependability matter more than saving $50. Next on our list is for the buyer who wants a genuinely capable bidet without paying for features they'll never touch. The SmartBidet SB-1000 sits at $279.99, and for that price, you're getting a surprisingly complete package. Heated seat with 5 warmth levels, 3 water temperature settings, a warm air dryer with 5 adjustable settings. It covers every comfort base. The nozzle is self-cleaning and splits into 3 dedicated wash modes: posterior, feminine, and a targeted turbo wash. That last one matters more than it sounds. Most entry-level bidets give you one generic spray and call it a day. This one actually differentiates. You also get a remote control, which means no awkward reaching or twisting to adjust settings mid-use. Installation is under 30 minutes, no special plumbing required. It supports up to 330 pounds and includes an automatic energy-saving mode that cuts power when idle, so it's not quietly running your electric bill up. Across over 3,300 reviews, it holds a 4.4 out of 5. That is a well-earned score at this price point. This is the one for you if you want a full-featured, comfortable daily driver without crossing into premium territory. If flexibility is your priority, and you want something that feels current, not a model that has been sitting on a shelf for 3 years. The KERDEP30B deserves a serious look. At $149.99, it sits right in the mid-budget sweet spot and brings something most seats at this price skip: dual control. You get both a wireless remote and a full side panel. Use whichever feels natural in your bathroom setup. That is genuinely useful, not just a spec bullet. Beyond that, you are covered on the essentials: warm water wash with adjustable temperature and pressure, a heated seat with multiple levels, a warm air dryer, and a soft LED nightlight for those middle-of-the-night trips. The self-cleaning stainless steel nozzle and quiet close lid round out a feature set that punches well above the price tag. With 147 reviews averaging 4.5 out of 5, early buyers seem satisfied. The honest caveat: it is a newer model, so the long-term track record is still building. This is the one for you if you want dual control flexibility and a fresh 2026 release without stretching your budget into premium territory. And here it is. The one I kept coming back to for anyone who just wants something that works every single day without a single thing to think about. The Brondell Swash Eco Seat is $89.99, and it is our #1 pick for budget-conscious buyers, especially if you are shopping for an older family member or anyone who simply does not want buttons, remotes, or settings to manage. No electricity, no batteries, no panel to confuse anyone. You connect it to your existing water supply, and it runs entirely on ambient water temperature. That is genuinely it. Installation is self-done in minutes. No plumber, no tools you do not already own. You get dual nozzles covering both rear and front wash, a gentle close seat, and a sturdy lid you can actually sit on. Over 11,000 reviews with a 4.3 rating and a bestseller badge. That kind of volume does not lie. Real buyers, real daily use, proven over time. The one honest caveat: water temperature is ambient, so it will not be warm in a cold bathroom in winter. If heated water is non-negotiable for you, step back to an electric model. But if simplicity, reliability, and zero maintenance are the priority, nothing on this list beats it at this price. This is the one for you if you want a no-fuss, set-it-and-forget-it bidet that never gives you a reason to think about it again. So let's put it all side by side. Price is the first dividing line. Budget-conscious buyers have a clear winner, and premium buyers have theirs, and the gap between them is real. On ease of use, the simpler mechanical options win for first-timers. Anything with a remote or control panel adds a learning curve that some elderly users genuinely struggle with. Maintenance splits the same way. Fewer parts means fewer problems. For elderly-specific safety, look hard at pressure consistency, gentle spray settings, and how intuitive the controls feel on day one. If the person using it needs help adjusting settings, that matters more than any single feature. Each pick here is the right answer for a specific buyer. The question is just which buyer you are. So here is where we land. Every product on this list earned its spot. Not as a consolation prize, but because the right fit genuinely changes the experience. Dignity and comfort are not optional extras. They are the whole point. Figure out your buyer profile first, then match it to the pick we laid out for you. Do that, and you are not guessing anymore. You are just choosing. Links are in the description if you want to check current prices. All the links are right below this video. Drop a comment telling me which one fits your situation, and subscribe so you never miss our next elderly care roundup.